It's time to review what was in the April Lucky Bag and unveil what's in the May Lucky Bag. Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Melissa. If you are new to my channel and you're not familiar with this series, this is a year-long series where I took makeup that I was not sure I wanted to keep anymore and divided it between 12 bags, and each bag contains essentially a full face from, a foundation, eyeshadows, etc. I spend the month using it and I decide what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to declutter, what I'm going to try and pan. So it's kind of a hybrid project pan declutter series. We're calling it here on the channel my lucky bag. So spoiler alert, the April bag was not my favorite. I didn't really enjoy a lot that was in there. And I thought I would just quickly reveal what I'm keeping and run through the things that I'm going to declutter really quickly so we can jump right into something fresh with the May bag. So I'm going to start with what I have on my face that is from the April bag. And kicking it off with the eyes is this little eyeshadow trio from Smashbox. It's called Snap Queen, and I think it's beautiful. I really like this. I put this all over my lid from my lash line to my brows, hit the crease with this color, and the outer corner and under my eyes with this. Super simple. I love this little packaging and how compact it is and how easy this is to travel with. Next is the blush that I'm wearing. It's from Tarte. It's the Parte blush. It was one of the Sephora gifts for the VIPs, and I would say it's close to exposed. It's a beautiful, neutral blush that pretty much will work with any look, and so I'm really like this and I enjoy wearing it, so I am going to keep that in my collection. For a highlighter today, I'm wearing this one from Buxom. It's the Divine Goddess Luminizer, and it's just like a cream, or yeah, like a cream, not really a cream. It's like a liquid. It's like a liquid. I just put a little dab of it here on my hand and I used my small stipple brush and hit my cheekbones. I think it's beautiful. It doesn't show any texture. I like this formula. Even though this is like a mini, this is almost a lifetime supply. Just saying. This is what I'm wearing on my lips. It's from Too Faced and it's called the Too Faced Natural Nudes Intense Color Coconut Butter Lipstick. That's a lot to put on this tiny little label. And the shade I'm wearing is Overexposed. Now here's the trick with this. If I just go like a regular lipstick, it looks kind of really gray and deadly. So I just blot that top layer off, and then I really like it. It's like a lilac-y nude. I think it's really pretty. So I am going to keep this. I finally broke this little Sephora tape out. Definitely keeping this. So I'm trying out the Sephora tape. It's I thought it was going to feel hard on my skin, but it feels very soft. I thought it was super easy to work this look. Let me go ahead and pull the tape off. Now, it does give a little bit of a hard line there. And I'm just going to soften that edge because I don't like that hard edge there. What I liked about using the tape is you can really bring this color to the outer edge and blend without worrying about it coming down too far. I felt like it really made that super simple. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And then there are a couple other little things that are not on my face today that I am keeping. And yes, I'm moving through this pretty quickly. I'm gonna finish up this Glam Glow mask. I really only used it once during the month. I don't know, the month got away from me, but there's probably 2 or 3 applications. So I'm gonna try and pan that. I'm also going to keep the Tarte Clean Slate Flawless Primer. It's a deluxe sample. I used it a couple times. It's nice. I'm not a big primer girl, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it because I actually don't own a lot of primer. And then I'm going to keep, and I was really on the fence with this, I'm going to keep the Besame Wild Orchid lipstick. It's like a pinky raspberry shade. I love the Besame formula. So I am going to keep this because I thought it was really quite pretty. That's it. That's all I'm keeping. I want to quickly show you what's... Whoa! I want to quickly show you what I'm getting rid of, just as a reminder. If you want to see a little bit more detail, you can go ahead and watch last month's Lucky Bag. But I am going to get rid of both of these Kat Von D palettes. This one is the Plum Quad. Yep, getting rid of that. And this is the Shade and Light Glimmer Shadow palette. I got a couple of pretty looks out of it. The shadows are really powdery and they kick up a lot, which is, you know, if you love it, it's fine. If you don't love it, you go, why am I bothering? I've had these a while and I almost never reach for them. So that to me is really a telltale sign that they've got to go. I'm getting rid of two lipsticks. There's Wet n Wild Cherry Picking, and yes, this one from NARS. It's their Audacious lipstick in the color Charlotte. It's really a dark oxblood look, and I'm not sure I'm favoring that look anymore, so I am moving it along. Two other eyeshadows is this one from Sephora. It's the Outrageous Metallic Beige. I have dupes of this throughout my collection, so I'm not keeping a single of that. And then I'm also getting rid of this Glaze and Eye Gloss from Butter London. It's just too warm. It looks terrible on the eyes. I don't care for it at all. The Milani Shadow Eyez in Almond Cream, I used this as an eyeshadow base a couple times, and it was fine, but I have other bases that I like better. The last two things is this foundation from number 7, the Beautifully Matte. It actually worked out pretty well. I think I have a little B-roll clip to insert here. But I ended up putting a little bit of facial oil in it because my skin has changed a little bit over time, and I don't need quite that heavy-duty matte formula. But this expired in August of 2018, so the sunscreen in here is probably not very viable, and I have so many foundations I'm working through. I've just decided I'm letting this one go. And the last item is this Becca Afterglow Palette. It has produced some really beautiful highlights, but it really only has one blush color, not so much this one. You know, it's a little limiting. I enjoyed using it again. I know when I got it, I used it quite a bit, but I'm ready to move on. Done. Done. All right, I'm super excited to open up the May Lucky Bag. I already went into that closet there, pulled it out, here it is. We'll discover what's in here together. Okay. Oh, okay. This is the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. This is something Kate has passed on to me, and to be honest, I've not used it once. So she doesn't want it anymore. She asked me if I wanted it. So I'm going to give it a try. It looks like this row is very cool toned, and this looks pretty neutral. That might be a little warm. I'm going to give that a go. I'm excited to try that. Okay, here's a quad from a company called TIGI. Actually, Kate gave this to me in my Christmas stocking from CVS, and it was really expensive for a drugstore, but it is a really beautiful quad, so I want to really do a deeper dive into this and use it a little bit more and decide if I'm going to keep it. It's like all those great taupey mauve tones that I love so much. Next up is this little bronzing blush from Tarte, and as I recall, it's a really hard-pressed product, and I really just feel like you have to scrub it to get color out of it. So I don't know about that one. All right, next is this little quad from Makeup Geek. I went to Target and picked this up because I had never tried anything from Makeup Geek, and I was like, whoa, she's in Target. Isn't that awesome? This was supposed to be like the cooler tone palette. It's for the Wish palette. And it's not very cool toned. It's a very warm tone. These two are very warm. And I was annoyed that they said it was cool tone when it really wasn't. People, I'm serious about my cool tone eyeshadows. Okay. I know I just said I hardly have any primers, but guess what I just pulled out? The foundation primer in the shade like Radiance from Laura Mercier. Can you even see that? I can't even see that. It's very subtle, which could be a good thing. All right, another Sephora single eyeshadow, and this is in Snakeskin Dress. It's a really pretty army green color. I love this, and I don't have a lot of this in my collection, but I'm not much of a single girl. All right, this is a foundation from Neutrogena, the Healthy Skin Anti-Aging Perfector in light neutral. It has a moisturizing retinol treatment, sunscreen, SPF 20. I have no comment because I don't even remember when I used it, what it was like. This is such a regret because it was ridiculously expensive. It's the only thing I own from Tom Ford. And it is like a duo. It has like a creamy eyeshadow color and a topper that's supposed to be very glittery. And, you know, the reviews on this were great. It's quite dry, however. Ooh, look at how much this is dried out. And I think I've only been holding on to it because I spent so much money on it. But here it is with the glitter topper, which is really beautiful. Not sure why I didn't use it. I think it might be a little on the warm side for me. When I say I don't like warm, I don't like warm eyeshadows. Sorry, this fan is making my eyes water. Okay, this is a little mask from Amore Pacific. It is the Treatment Enzyme Peel. It's like it was probably like $100. It was probably a 100-point perk. So I'll try it, see what I think of it, and hopefully use it up during the month. The other foundation that was in here is from NARS. It's the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And what shade is this is medium 2 in Santa Fe. That sounds really dark. But look, I must have used this a little bit. That looks kind of dark. Next is a bronzer from Bare Minerals called Skinny Dip. Again, I think this was like a little point perk or a deluxe sample of some kind. So we'll give that a go, see how the color looks. I have a pot concealer from Sonia Kashuk. I think it's called All Covered Up. And generally, as a rule, I don't love pot concealers. It's right here, but this color isn't bad. We will see. Oh, okay. I was looking, you know, I would have packed these recently. I went away for the weekend, and I would have packed this little set of highlighting, bronzing, and contour sticks from Smashbox. I remember I really liked these. You know, when half your collection is in the closet in the bags, and then you're packing to go away and you're like, I think I'd like to take such and so, and you're like, nope, it's not out yet, and I just don't want to peek. I don't want to peek. I want to be surprised when I open them up. So these are like sharpened sticks that you sharpen. They're super creamy, and as I recall, they blend out really well. Like this is the highlight, the contour, and the bronzer. I'm excited to have those back in my life and use them a little bit. I have another brightening face primer in That Girl from Benefit. This is a little deluxe sample. Maybe I'll compare the two brightening primers. Ooh, this is fairly pink. I don't know if the lights might be washing it out. This is an eye pencil from Urban Decay in the shade Sabbath, which it has totally receded into the tip, which makes me think it might be totally dried out. Let me quickly try sharpening this and see. This looks like it's like a dark navy blue. This is totally dried up. I don't know. I'm just going to show you. It's like it has totally receded from the wood. I bet I could just pull this out, and I can. I am going to discard this. That's going to go in the discard bag right away. Of course, I dropped shavings all over the floor here. I'll be right back. That up because that was obviously a lip liner. All right, the rest are lip products. I have two from Too Faced. They're Melted collection. One is Melted Fig and the other is Melted Berry. I remember really liking these a lot, but with anything, you know, you get new stuff and the old stuff goes by the wayside. We're gonna have a little swatch party. This is the Fig one and this is the Berry one. They look beautiful. Then I have Ruby Woo from MAC, which everyone's familiar with. It's that bright red, saturated red, but very dry. And Dusty Rose from Besame, which is this little nude color. Okay, how are we feeling about the May bag? I think I am very excited to play with this, and maybe this little green one. Definitely these guys are super exciting. The rest I'll let you know. So I upload videos every Saturday morning, and I'll include a link to last week's video right up here. And if you are new to my channel, just stopping by, I would love it if you'd hit this little bee icon and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you real soon. Bye! If you're still hanging around, you want to see what I got from Sephora, the VIB sale?